game after that, what was the adjustment they made to kind of turn it the other way around?
They just outworked us in the last half of the period. I mean, I don't think it was an adjustment of system play or anything else. I mean, they started winning the battles, and they won the battles, and I mean, it's they sort of, and they continue to win the battles through probably the first 15 minutes of the second period, and then once we started to win some battles, we got some zone time and some opportunities. But you got to do it for 60 minutes. You can't do it for 15 or 20 minutes.
It seemed like you had a ton of offensive zone turnovers tonight, and then on the third goal, you don't get a puck deep, and that turns pretty much the entire period.
Yeah, I mean, and we were just talking about that. I mean, we are not a team that can be a cute team. We are a grinded out. Blue collar group, and when we've got guys that think they can make those plays, and I'm sure they can, but we don't score off the rush much. We get it deep, and like Zach's goal, I mean, that's the kind of goals we get as a group, and power play goals. But when we try to be cute, and at the end of shifts, it costs you all the time.
Why do you think they stray from their identity, since this is a team that seems to know how it has to play to win most nights?
I'm not a psychologist. I wish I knew.
How do you how do you repair the game that you maybe had during that 10-2 streak that we've started to see loosen up here in the last little bit?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going through a little bit of a downturn here, and but the only way you do it is through practice, preaching, and getting a little bit more confidence back, and the only way you get confidence is by success. Mm-hmm. So you do the things, and you find success, then you go, okay, let's continue to do those things. So it's gotten away from us, and we got to pull it back in.
Does it look like that confidence has waned to you out there with some players?
You know what? With some of them, it is. I thought Doobie had a good third period, and I'm hoping that kickstarts him again. Because he looked really down after the fourth goal.
Yeah. Body language in particular?
Pardon me?
His body language in particular?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He looked really down, and you're sitting there, and you go, okay, what should you do? But it's one of these things we talked about. He's got to fight his way out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's our number one goalie, and he's got to be the guy that does it.
Do you feel like sometimes with him that you have to almost stay out of his head and not, like you mentioned in the last game, that he was playing no matter what? Mm-hmm. That you weren't pulling on, that tonight you came back with him, that sometimes that maybe were another goal you'd pull him.
Yeah, just knowing him for 3 years, I mean, it's sometimes you get on him and you say the same things, and it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. I mean, he knows, he's a smart kid. I mean, and I thought that, when you're pressing and they have a couple 2-on-1s, he made some really good saves in the third period to keep us alive, and hopefully that'll jumpstart him again.